We're continuing our look into ballet cosplay safety once again, and joining us once again, one of the newest cosplayers of our mascot, Sarah Yoshida. Say hello to Nat. Hi, Nat. Welcome back.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Thank you so much. Again, we're talking about ballet cosplay safety again, and we've noticed, Nat, your wonderful cosplays, including some where you've incorporated ballet, including the one of Sarah Yoshida that you did earlier this year. Everybody watching and those listening, could you tell everybody about your background in dance and ballet?
Well, I started dance around second grade, and then I continued until I started college, and then I did it more interspersed whenever I had time. So basically, I'm not sure how many years that is, about 10 years or so. And then I started point at 12 years old.
Okay. So you had to wait a little bit of time before you went into the point work.
Yes. Typically, the ballet teacher waits until your feet are and your body has kind of developed enough, and you also have developed like the ankle strength and flexibility in order to wear the point shoes properly. Because younger children have kind of like softer bones and cartilage, it's a little bit more dangerous to put them in point shoes so early.
I see. I know you have a little show and tell for us.
Yes.
Why don't you explain to the people who want to integrate point work or ballet into cosplay any suggestions or tips that you'd like to share?
Well, if you're not properly trained, I guess the rule of thumb is to avoid point shoes that are actual point shoes. In order to wear point shoes properly, you do need to have some form of ballet training, partially because you do need to develop the ankle strength and flexibility to wear them in order to be able to go over your box, which is this flat part here. Otherwise, it's very difficult to have that ankle flexibility to get properly over the box. And when you're not over the box of the shoe, it puts a lot more strain on your ankles and your tendons, which can lead to stress injuries. You're not necessarily going to like break your ankle or anything if you just throw them on for a shoot, but it does wear down on your tendons, and you definitely should not dance in them. Some alternatives to these torture devices. I don't know why people want to wear them. I mean, they're comfortable if you're really used to them. There's pre-point shoes, which have all of the beauty of point shoes without all of the stiffness and discomfort, and they have the nice satin exterior, and they look just like point shoes, but you can't actually go on point in them because they don't have that super solid structure to be able to support your foot. And they're significantly more comfortable to walk around in at a convention or for whatever purpose you need them for. And they're also cheaper. So one of these pairs of point shoes is about like $70. So definitely not not cheap. And I think pre-point shoes are about $30. You could probably get them for cheaper if they're off-brand. But I definitely highly recommend pre-point shoes as a much safer and more comfortable alternative.
To torture devices, as you put it.
I actually really enjoyed point shoes more than my flat shoes, but they're definitely not for. You definitely need to have some expectation of discomfort when you do wear them, due to blisters or whatever other strain you could develop.
And then when it comes time to put the point shoes on, there's a certain warm-up that you have to go through before just actually going out and dancing, basically.
Yeah, definitely. now that I am not regularly dancing, the process that I go through is about 2 to 3 weeks before I actually plan to do the shoot. I have to do like a lot of exercises to get my ankles back in shape and that ankle flexibility and strength back. So just so I can just stand on point. I don't actually like dance or do very intense positions anymore when I do point shoots, just because it won't look very good anymore since I don't have that same level of strength as when I was dancing very intensely every week. So now I just have to do that amount of preparation just to be able to stand well and hold myself well. So I guess another factor of like having the training when you consider putting on point shoes is that there is a lot of rules in ballet in order to kind of have that aesthetic, like holding your core and having your arms in a certain position and having that turn out. So it becomes very obvious to other ballerinas if you're not properly trained.
Well, we know that you have ideas for future cosplays of Sarah Yoshida, which we're really looking forward to. But besides Sarah Yoshida cosplays and ballet related, are there any other cosplays that you're working on right now or in the future that will involve, as you call them, torture devices?
They're not actually torture devices, but they definitely would be for anyone who's not used to them. I'm planning on making or I actually have already made Gree from the indie game of the same name. She has these very pointy, stylized feet in the game itself, so I kind of wanted to replicate that aesthetic and illusion. I'm very excited to wear her.
Very good, very good. Any other thoughts or comments you'd like to pass along?
Not in particular. Get pre-point shoes instead of point shoes. Feel better about wearing them. Don't spend as much money.
There it is. So take advice from a trained dancer. Nat, thank you so much for joining us here on our Ballet Cosplay Safety Show.
Thank you for having me.